Welcome, Aries, to your in-depth weekly astrology overview and zodiac forecast for week commencing the 8th of June for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. Going to share the big themes of the week ahead first. On the screen is your event chart. That provides a backdrop at the very beginning of the week, but can be very influential. I'll then go through each of the influences in detail. By the end of the video, Aries, you'll have a clear picture of what's upcoming in terms of your energy, work, relationships, or finances. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. But please also click or tap the bell notification symbol. With Uranus and the Sun in the quick-witted sign of Gemini, the chances are there's going to be some fast exchanges this week. But the quarter moon on Monday is in the tender Pisces, and that combination between the moon in Pisces squaring off to the Sun in Gemini does suggest some challenges around balancing what you're thinking with what you may be feeling. But on Tuesday, we have one of astrology's most beautiful conjunctions. The two planets of fortune come together in an exact alliance in Cancer. What's the significance for you? By Friday, Uranus, the planet of change, is intersecting the nodal axis in a T-square. That's really a big deal. I'm going to share about that too. And then on Saturday, you're going to usher in the weekend with some fabulous social opportunities as Venus moves into your fellow fire sign of Leo. On the screen now is your event chart. So there's the moon in Pisces. It hasn't quite moved forwards at midnight to come into the square with the sun, but it will later on Monday. One of the things to watch out for with a 3/12 quarter moon, because the sign of Gemini is very much about those fast, sometimes frivolous exchanges, the moon here can see some gossip doing the rounds, or we could say something, could just open up about something, perhaps even accidentally, which would be better kept closer to our chest. So that's just something to be aware of. And even if we are talking about something or like someone, we mustn't just get too caught up in the quick exchange and not take into account that deeper instinct. But on Tuesday, there they are. Venus and Jupiter will come into an exact conjunction. And for you in the fourth house, the sign of Cancer has a very fourth house energy, of course. And Jupiter here is in its exaltation. But Venus can be about love, it can be about money, but it can also be about things like good taste, style, even fashion. But for you, I think it's a great opportunity to just pause a little bit, enjoy your home, your closest relationships, and just really have a moment to just appreciate that not everything is about the helter-skelter energy of modern life. It is about our connections. And there may be someone showing up for you at the moment that you really like, but it could also be an opportunity for you to host a gathering at home, get in contact with someone in your wider family, maybe even start a business from your home. If you have one that's beginning to get going, this is a very positive conjunction indeed. But you can see that Mercury is coming into a square with Saturn this week. And that just suggests that around those home and emotional plans, you will need to make sure that there's a good structure too. And that brings us to Saturday. Venus moves forwards and goes into the sign of Leo. So Leo for Venus is a very glamorous location. Venus here likes the good things in life. It likes to hang out with people it considers to be stylish, but it can also ignite the flame around your social or romantic interactions over the following 4 weeks. So if you have got something lined up for later in the week, which is more interactive, or you have a date, your timing is going to be impeccable. But you can see there is that emotional undercurrent to this week, which is important too. I'm going to summarize those 4 areas of Energy, work, relationships, and finances next, Aries. But just to say, I've reduced the price of my personal horoscope reports. It's now buy one, get three. It used to be for many years buy two, get 30% off. The one you pay for is your life roadmap report, helps us to understand the patterns playing out in our lives. Free, your 12 months transit, but also your draconic soul analysis. Please see below for more. If you've yet to watch your monthly forecast for June, that's on the screen. If you've yet to watch your Chiron 3-month forecast, I've just launched those. Really important. It's a 50-year return, moving back into the sign of Taurus. It last entered that journey in 1977, so a really big deal. If you'd like to work with me one-to-one, it would be an absolute pleasure. Please see my testimonials below. And if you've yet to take advantage of my free daily written horoscope fired to your device each morning, you can sign up for that and get your early day celestial pit stop. So, to summarize, as far as your energy is concerned, I think we are in a world that's moving so quickly, and with the electric energy of Uranus particularly moving deeper into Gemini, but coming into that T-square with the nodal axis, you might find you're overstimulated, but that actually can drain you either physically or emotionally. So that is a bit of a challenge for this week. And also, if you just spend a bit too much time doom scrolling online or on social media, because the energy there with the moon starting the week in that quarter moon can just sap a little bit out of you. It's quite subtle how this works. So you might enjoy a bit of a week being free of spending so much time on technology, but enjoying being in a more connected way with others, which really peaks with Tuesday's conjunction between Venus and Jupiter. So if you have met someone recently and you really feel comfortable with them, that's very, very positive for your relationships. But it can also be possible for any kind of connection too. When it comes to your professional world, with Pluto and Uranus in a very powerful trine, there's going to be two exact trines that are emerging later in the year, but they're really saying to you that if you are prepared to evolve and go for it and use your mind to engage with the different skills and knowledge that's emerging for us all, I really feel you can make progress. If, however, you work in an environment which is a bit bitchy and backbiting, I think this could be a bit more of a challenging week. In terms of your financial situation, you begin this week with the path of fortune in your second house and in a terrific link with Mercury, very much to do with marketing. And Mars is also in that second house. So I think there is a good chance you can still continue to make progress in squeezing more from the assets you have, simply because Mars has given you such a lot of grit and determination to do so. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Have a great week, Aries, and look forward to seeing you again soon.